So as you know, you can just go onto YouTube and just make comments claiming that, oh, you've ridden the old buses, like the buses in the 1990s era. You can just claim that, but today I'm going to show you evidence that I have actually rode on these buses. So just now I've took some time to separate the wheelchair accessible bus tickets as well as the non-wheelchair accessible bus tickets. So the difference between these is that obviously the material. So for the wheelchair accessible bus tickets, the material wise it's like a lot more flimsy, whereas the ones from the non-wheelchair accessible buses, they are actually a lot more tough, as you can see. So yeah, I wouldn't be covering all of these because it'll take way too long, and I think I'll just save it for a future video, I guess. So now let's move on to the ones that I am gonna feature in today's video. So phone cameras have really thankfully improved over time, and this is one of my most precious tickets. If you can see at the top left hand corner, it's 1784, and 1784 is a Volvo Mark II B10 Volvo B10M Mark II duple Metsec bodywork, and it's non-air conditioned. So I took this bus in 2007 when I was 8 years old, and yeah, it was non-air conditioned. You could actually There was a nice smell coming from the biscuit factories along Jalan Boon Lay. So yeah, memories. 18 August 79, and then it was actually nearly 10 a.m. It was 9:52 and 45 cents. So that's how you know that it's a non-air conditioned buses. It's a non-air conditioned bus. And some of these tickets, they're just in better condition as compared to the rest. So this one is a Hispano Habit on 184. This isn't my ticket actually, it was from another passenger because it's $1.90. And at that time, the the student fare was around for air conditioned buses it was around 55 to I think 55 and 75 and 65 and 85. So this one is actually not my ticket. I just picked it up from the ticket vending machine. Okay, and moving on. This one is a Hispano Habit 1120 from 61. This one is a Hispano Mark 1 from Harbourfront. It was 188. So this one is the actual bus that I took. I took it from Harbourfront to Woodlands, and basically I also found this ticket on the same bus, but I took it on 963. And then this one is a Hispano Mark 2 on 912. This one is a Vogren Bendy bus on 962. And these are on 275. These are Volvo B10 Mark for Walter Alexander Strider. So unfortunately, I do not have 274. I only have 275, but it's better than nothing. This one over here is Volvo Olympian 2 axles, non-air conditioned double-decker bus. It was on 246. And speaking of non-air conditioned buses, This was before Circle Line was completed. 93 actually had VO2X, and I actually boarded it, and this is the evidence. So I think I boarded this in 2007, I think. I boarded it from UNOS all the way to Harbourfront. I took the full ride. And yes, it was only 45 cents back then. Yes, full ride. And yeah, this one, the bus was just shaking up and down, left and right, along Upper Paya Lebar Road and Bartley Road. Memories. Okay. This one is 106, his final habit. And then occasionally you would also find these inspector tickets. RW8 is actually RWS8 under SMRT. And this was back when 812 still had bendy buses. This one is ZF. This one was Service 15, another B10M Mark IV Strider. And this one is a legendary ticket. How many of you can say you actually own something like this? So in case you didn't know, this is an SMB 189A. This one is actually a Nissan Diesel U31 RCN. Yes, the Japanese bus. It got fully wiped out, fully deregistered in 2012, I believe. And yeah, I'm just really lucky to be able to own this one. Moving on, we have O405 from 961. And then I also have like weird stuff like this. It's SO2. This is definitely not my ticket. I just found it lying around in the ticket machine. This one is a Dennis Lenz UMW from Malaysia. This was when 119 still had double-decker buses. This is Volvo Olympian 3 axles. I don't know if this is batch 2 or 3. I really cannot remember. I mean, back then, you weren't able to tell unless you see the Regal, cause only the batch 3s got like retrofitted with EDS. And back then, the batch 2s and the 3s, they were like identical. Okay. And then, oh gosh, 275, another B10M Strider, 2762. Let me see. This one, okay, it's a little bit blur, but it's 7 August 2013, 1182, 963. So this one is a Vogran Bendy. And this one wasn't my ticket actually. I just found it lying around because this is adult fare and I was still a kid back then. Okay, what else do I have? Okay. SBS Transit Mercedes-Benz O405. Regal is 143. And this isn't my ticket. It's Premium 548. And this one is Volvo Olympian Batch 2. And then this one, oh, this was the exact same bus. This is also that Japanese bus that I talked about just now. It's Nissan Diesel. I'm pretty sure I boarded it on 855 and not 853. But yeah. And then this one is Leyland Olympian 3 axles on 97. This one is kind of battered, but it's a Mercedes-Benz O405 Duple Metsec bodywork converter aircon. So yeah, it's expensive, and it's still expensive now. And let's see, what else do I have? Okay, this one is also better, but it somehow survived. I don't know how this even happened. Like, did I just throw it into the washing machine or something? I forgot. This one was also quite strange to me because back then 195 had like Volvo B10M Mark 2s and 3s. They didn't really have O405, so I think I picked this up from somewhere. I don't think I actually wrote an O405 on 195. Unless there was like a cross depot cameo or something along those lines. I don't think I actually wrote this one. It's quite strange. What is this? Oh, it's another DMCAC on 335. Jurong East feeder. O405 as well. This one, it's a Dupo Metsec, but this one is original aircon. On 197, it's also O405. Oh, this one's the same one. Volgren Bendy bus on 913. And the same thing, Hispano Mark 1 on 963. And then another DMCAC on 24. What else is this? Oh, this one is a Strider on 359. 2012, as you can see. 1 May 2012. Then what is this? This one is... Oh, another DMCAC on 131. So if you notice, like the old tickets, they don't really say the year. They only added in the year, I think after like 2011 or 2012 or 13, I cannot remember. This is the same bus. And then this one, Volvo Olympian 3 axles, batch 1 on 143. This one is actually from 2015. I have fond memories on this one. This one was the very last Hispano Mark 1 Bendy to be deregistered, so yeah. This one's the same one. And then, what else? DMOAC, original aircon, 0405, 277 on 131. I used to take 131 a lot. And then, I don't know what these are, but it's like 1015, 572, and I have like a whole stash of them, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I have like almost 20 of them. It's like the exact same bus service. I think it was like a whole group of tourists or something, but I just have them. And then nobody really took their tickets, so now it all belongs to me. This one is incredibly memorable to me because I believe this one is the very last ride I ever had on SBS Transit's Mercedes-Benz O405, and this one happened to be a DM converted aircon, DMCAC. and it was 20 September. I think this was like 2010, if I'm not wrong. Or was it 2009? I forgot, but it's mostly 2010. And now the one you've been waiting for. This is technically not paid by me, but in 2015, I just randomly boarded a bendy bus on 960, and I found this just tucked inside the seat covers. I unfolded it and I was really shocked. This one is Trans Island Bus Services. It is incredibly rare. Like, you can see the format of this one compared to, like, you know, an SMRT bus ticket. It was really, really different. Like, there is no please top up fare card, and then other than that, there's not really much difference. Because this one, it's like distance fares, I think, 4.0, like the stage fares. And then this one just outright says like $1.30 or $1.85. So that's a difference. And then there was also an asterisk. I'm not sure what that is. The 2A and 1A are still consistent. And yeah, I would never ever sell this ticket. I might sell the rest, but this one is mine. It's rightfully mine now. I didn't pay for it, but somebody didn't want it, didn't want to keep it. So now it's mine. So yeah, this was my this is genuinely my most lucky find ever. And then there was also this group of tickets that really make me question myself. And what I mean by that is that this is service 10, and if you look at all the regals, 3658, and then this is like 3702 on 18, 3702 on 18 as well, the same one. This one is like 3679 on 38, 3710 on 58. So here's the thing. You know the B9TL rides, they have such regals, but before they even existed, the Scania N113CRB, these buses use these regals, like the exact same ones. So the thing is, I don't know if I picked up these tickets or I've actually been on board a Scania N113CRB, just that I didn't even realize it. Because from recollection, I don't even think I've rode on an N113 when I was a kid. So the thing is, like, if these were actually like my legitimate rides, that means I've actually ridden them, but I just haven't noticed. And I've been proven wrong all these years. But if these were like tickets that I picked up from like somewhere else, then it's just picked up tickets. So now you can see why I've just been questioning myself ever since I like found these 6 tickets. I still don't know, honestly. And some buses actually had these colorful tickets. This one is Hispano converted aircon O405. It's the same one. Oh, this one is original aircon 453. Let me see what else is there. This one is a Dennis Lance on 961. Some more CAC, 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 CAC again. OAC, Dennis Lance again, Dennis Lance. Okay. This one is kind of faded already, but it's on 170. It's Scania K2 Trio UB. Scania. How do you pronounce Scania? Is it Scania or Scania? It's Scania, I think. I keep messing it up. This one is Mark 4 DM 3,500 on 16. The same thing on 175, and the same thing on 123, and the same thing on 16. Okay, these are like yellowish, like the paper is just a little yellowish. This wasn't white or anything. This is Volvo Olympian 3XOs as well. And then these ones are also quite like, I don't think everybody has them, because like during this era, the non-wheelchair accessible buses, they actually changed their paper to like this blue design instead of like the public transport operator logos. They actually changed to this design, like standardized design. And yeah, I have a Vogren Bendy bus on 900. What is this? Volvo B10M on 95, and what is, oh, Volvo B10M on Service 200. So yeah, these tickets are like, how do you put it? It's like, it's quite weird seeing them, but they were actually a thing. And then now moving on to my O405s. I rode a lot of them as a kid. So 3890 on 130, converter aircon, duple Metzek, duple Metzek OAC, 212 on 124, 211 on 55 OAC, another OAC, 338 on 133, and then I also have 493 on 133. Then I believe the cutoff is actually 582, because 582 and onwards it's like Volvo B10M Mark III. So this is still an O405. 569 DMOAC on 124. I honestly wish they showed the year as well. Ooh. 139 142. The bus Rego is 142. I don't even recall riding this one, to be honest, cause I rode like a VSO on 56 and not really this one. I think I picked this one up. It was 288. Oh, also another DM OAC. And this one, I remember this one. It's 54 Rego 171. DMCAC 3919 on 131. 492 on 53. And I took the full trip for this one in 2006. I took this from New Bridge Road Bus Terminal all the way to Boon Lay 3904, which is DMCAC on 174. This one, DMOAC 512 on 26. DMOAC 316 on 197. Oh, this one's an N113. It's the exact same as... So I have 7 of them actually. Oh, what is this? 102, Rego 102 on 131. DMCAC 3831 on 131. 155. DMOAC 4848. Is it 9? 487 on 155. DMCAC, yeah, DMCAC 79 3744. I don't even recall taking this one, to be honest. I think it was picked up. 157, Rego is 185. So next one, oops, okay. Oh, okay. DMOAC on 94 and DMCAC 3793 on 57. DMCAC 3725 on 335 and DMOAC 553 on 235. DMOAC on 131. I'm really thankful for the 4K camera on this, like from my phone. This is the exact same one, and this is the exact same one as well. DMOAC 553 on 269. This one wasn't my ticket, I just picked it up. 553 on 235 is the exact same thing. Rego 130 on 131. DMCAC is the exact same thing. It's the exact same thing, and it's the exact same thing. I have a lot of those. I think there were a lot of tourists back then. The bus was actually packed. From like Marina Barrage at that time. When it was newly opened, of course. DMOAC 316 on 197. And then this is just a repetition, and this is again another repetition. Oh, this one's one of the very last units. 580 DMOAC 131, 316 on 197, 553 on 235 again, the exact same one. Rego 181 on 145. I honestly forgot. I think the Rego 100 somethings are Walter Alexander PS bodywork. Correct me if I'm wrong. I just wrote on more DMs. This DMOAC 485. Nope, DMOAC 458 on 197. And then it's 580 again. What's this? Oh, DMOAC 331 on 63. DMCAC 3796 on 131. So yeah, I really wrote 131 a lot. Oh, what is this? DMCAC again. 3800 on 131. And finally, what is this? It's kind of blur, but 3781 DMCAC on 25. Badok, I think. So it's not like, you know, the bus fans nowadays, they don't really care about old buses. No, that's not the case. Even when I showed like this entire stash or these to like senior bus enthusiasts, they didn't care as well. They just like wrote it off as something insignificant because they were only focused on like pictures. And the thing is like, yes, pictures are a good way to document them, but legit, how many people can say they actually have such a big stash of tickets that they've accumulated all the way from 2006 all the way till now, and then the tickets, they are still in good condition? And these are like the other ones I have, like literally it's like a whole load of them. I'm not even kidding. This was like how many buses I rode, and basically how much money I wasted when I was young. Like look at this. It's just a huge stash. I'm not even kidding. And then, oh, oops, I don't think, yeah, that was a bad idea, but yeah. So these are the ones that are from wheelchair accessible buses, the thermal tickets, which was a thing ever since B9TL CDGE. And then everything here is basically all my non-wheelchair accessible bus tickets, so yeah. Like seriously, the fact that they can remain so clear even after all these years is really astounding. Like, this thing can survive for decades. I'm not even kidding, if you take good care of them. I'm not the best at like taking good care of stuff, but I'm still surprised that they've managed to survive like this long. I think in like the next segment, not this video, the next one, I'll probably go through these, but like much quicker. Because these are the buses that you guys are more familiar with. And then these ones are like, you know, not everybody has this ticket, so yeah, I guess. Oh no, I actually made a big mistake. Like, some of the ones in the 200 series, they're actually Walter Alexander PS. And only like 282 and above are like DMOACs. Oh my god, I literally...